This case is big. 4 years, 10 months, and 28 days ago, an individual placed a bomb in the vicinity of both the RNC and the DNC. And for that amount of time, that individual evaded accountability. Today, as a result of the cumulative efforts of the men and women in the FBI and the police department and the Department of Justice, we are finally able to make an arrest of an individual by the name of Brian Cole. He is arrested for transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce, as well as the attempted malicious destruction by means of explosive materials.
A stunning breakthrough in one of the most mysterious and alarming cases tied to January 6th. Federal authorities have arrested 30-year-old Brian Cole Jr., a Virginia man now accused of planting the 2 pipe bombs discovered near the RNC and DNC headquarters on January 6, 2021. The arrest comes after nearly 5 years of investigation, an investigation that combed through millions of pieces of data, surveillance footage, and cell phone records. According to U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, Cole lived an unusually quiet life. A man who lived with his mother, always wore headphones, took his dog to the 7-Eleven, low-key, low-profile. Pirro described him as the quiet individual you would never imagine capable of building a pipe bomb. Investigators say Cole is the person seen in FBI surveillance footage placing 2 explosive devices near party headquarters, just as thousands of rioters marched toward the Capitol. The FBI confirmed the explosives were viable devices that could have caused serious injury or death. Pirro revealed a key breakthrough. Cell phone pings match Cole's movements with the suspect seen in surveillance video. When law enforcement searched Cole's home Thursday morning, they found bomb-making components consistent with the construction of pipe bombs. Pirro said Cole had been purchasing bomb materials since 2019, long before January 6th. Pirro credited the Trump administration for reinvigorating the stalled investigation, alleging that under Biden, the case had not been prioritized. Cole is currently in federal custody, charged with using an explosive device, but prosecutors say more charges could follow as the investigation continues.
We have seen in this case an incredible collaboration around the clock, in the middle of the night. It doesn't matter. We call each other, we make contact, they need a warrant, they need something, someone wants legal advice. These are the men and women who never give it up. You hear about government employees, but I don't know if you really realize what it is that they do. They are incredible, and this case is big. 4 years, 10 months, and 28 days ago, an individual placed a bomb in the vicinity of both the RNC and the DNC. And for that amount of time, that individual evaded accountability. Today, as a result of the cumulative efforts of the men and women in the FBI and the police department and the Department of Justice, we are finally able to make an arrest of an individual by the name of Brian Cole. As the Attorney General has indicated, he is arrested for transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce, as well as the attempted malicious destruction by means of explosive materials. You know, folks, this case involved millions of pieces of data. And it is a huge win because it was like finding a needle in a haystack. So much of this evidence was very specific, but a lot of it was also very general. For example, there were 233,000 black end caps of the type that were used in this case. I want you to think about the fact that the FBI had to go through the sale of every one of them to try to find commonality with an individual, along with the purchase of the pipe itself, the cap ends, the wires, the steel, and the 9-volt batteries. Every one of those had to be mined and remined to the point where we were able to then connect. And make no mistake, it was this administration, it was this president who made the decision that we were going to use all of our efforts to get it done, and get it done they did. Finally, let me say this. Today begins the formal process of accountability, where this defendant will begin his journey through the criminal justice system. And I pledge to you that the United States Attorney's Office will take this case across the finish line. Again, thank you to the incredible work of the FBI, to the Attorney General, and to our local partners as well. This is a job that I think was well done.
As you all know now, early this morning, Brian Cole Jr. was arrested and charged with placing the pipe bombs at the RNC and the DNC on January 5th, 2021. He has been charged with violating 18 U.S.C. 844, which is use of an explosive device. This investigation is ongoing. As we speak, search warrants are being executed, and there could be more charges to come. This was the work of multiple agencies working together. This morning's operation was carried out safely and successfully. We know that there are so many issues when you're issuing search warrants. Dangerous things can happen, and this was carried out safely and securely thanks to all of the people standing around me. They have worked tirelessly on this. Today's arrest happened because the Trump administration has made this case a priority. The total lack of movement on this case in our nation's capital undermined the public trust of our enforcement agencies. This cold case languished for 4 years until Director Patel and Deputy Director Bongino came to the FBI. The FBI, along with U.S. Attorney Pirro and all of our prosecutors, have worked tirelessly for months, sifting through evidence that had been sitting at the FBI with the Biden administration for 4 long years. Let me be clear, there was no new tip, there was no new witness, just good, diligent police work and prosecutorial work, working as a team along with ATF, Capitol Police, Metropolitan Police Department, and of course, the FBI.